All right, another instant reaction podcast. The final pick in the sixth round for the Patriots, at least for now, pick 197 is Will Sherman or William Sherman from Colorado. Played almost exclusively tackle, did play right and left tackle. Looks to project more as a guard in the pros, but some more offensive line depth. Keegan, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, size has never stopped Bill Belichick from drafting a tackle. We saw it with Isaiah Wynn.
Yep.
We even saw the big boy Mike Onwenu move outside last year. You know, I have no idea where Shi Smith is, Ryan, but I'm not happy that he's not in New England. As far as Sherman is concerned, I think he was probably their best offensive lineman available, and they took him. I don't think it had anything to do with being a guard, center, tackle.
Right.
What we've seen in recent years is they're just going to put the best five out there. So he, I'm sure, at this point, highest rated player on the board. They took him. They think they can, turn him into at least a depth piece, whether it's on the interior, exterior. I don't know.
Right. I like that. Ooh, look at this. Look at this. General Sherman. I like that. Or Tecumseh. Look at you. All right, John.
Civil War
John
reference?
Mitch. I like it. Look at you go. Look, I mean, yeah, I don't know, 6'3", 310. Like, he's a big dude. 33.5-inch arms, so people think he's probably a little bit too short / short arms to play tackle. So maybe that means he moves into guard. But at the very least, you get more help in the interior of the offensive line, a place where you just don't have a ton of depth. You have good players, but you don't have a ton of depth. And so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Blocked for Kyler Murray in high school, so you got that going for him. He's been playing. He played every game the last 3 seasons, 30 games, 27 starts. He's been playing a ton. And he came out. He's not even a senior. He came out as a redshirt junior. So a redshirt, junior. So
redshirt junior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So although redshirt junior, wouldn't that make him a senior?
It depends on credits.
I suppose that's true.
Yeah. Like if your redshirt freshman year, you were just kind of blowing classes off, which that's what I would do. So, maybe he's not quite a senior. What I think this pick really signaled is they're probably not even going to make their pick in the 7th round. They look like they're kind of all set. They might have gotten stuck there where they didn't have a trade partner. No one wanted to move up, so they just took the best guy available on their board. As far as tackles are concerned, Stone Forsythe still on the board. Very surprised that he wasn't the pick here.
And your boy from UMass is there too.
Yep. Larnell Coleman. I mean, he's an undrafted free agent, I believe. So
yeah, but still.
I'm surprised. I don't know a ton about Sherman. But like I said, what it signals to me is they're probably looking to finish up here pretty soon. They want to leave at least 5 roster spots open for the undrafted free agents.
Right.
If they make their next pick, they'll only have 4 left, I believe, if my math is correct. So they really don't have the room to make another pick. And this is just one of those things where I think they might have got caught having to make one.
Right. No, that's a good point. It is a good point. And so we'll see. We'll see what happens. I like this here too. Decent evaluating O-line. Ryan says the same thing. Default to them on late round O-linemen. I mean, they've been hitting that out of the park. They've been doing that for years, hitting the late round linemen out of the park. So if they think that Will Sherman is a good player, then shoot, who the heck am I to disagree, right? So, so we will see. I am, Shi Smith's on the board. Cade Johnson, I can't believe is still on the board. So there are some guys that I hope that they go after. Now, I believe 242 or 245 is their last pick. They have 1 7th rounder. I believe it's 245. But either way, only 1 pick left. And so, so we'll end up 242 is what it is. So we'll see. We'll see where they end up going. If they end up making that pick, like I said at the beginning, when we did the first one of the day, they don't have a 6th round pick next year. So you might be right, Keegan. They might say, you know what, let's just take the rest of the UDFA guys and we'll trade the 7th round pick for a 6th round pick next year, right? Again, maybe there's no trade partners, so maybe they say, you know what, screw it. Like, we'll take a guy that we wanted to pick as a UDFA. That way we don't have to, compete with anyone for him. So we'll see. But it does kind of seem like they're finishing up here. That they're pretty much done. all chalk. Day three. I'm very surprised we didn't see any movement from them. And at this point, I can't imagine them moving up from 242. So I'm very surprised we didn't see a trade up. We didn't see a trade down. They just stayed right where they were and picked the guys that came to them. So an interesting day three, a lot less eventful than people thought. I really thought that, people said Sony Michelle might get dealt, N'Keal Harry might get dealt. Like, none of that stuff happened. No one got moved. Again, they just kind of stayed right where they were and picked the best player that they thought was available. And so, we're happy with some of them, maybe lukewarm about others. But again, like a few of the guys said, at this point, we just gotta kind of trust them with those late round offensive linemen,
Yeah, it's hard to be down on guys that you don't really know a ton about.
Right.
I could, if I throw on the Sherman tape later, I could fall in love with him. Who knows? So that's something I'll be doing in a minute because I got to write the why did the Patriots sign him article or draft him. So we'll see. Yeah, I guess it's time to go finish up on Joshua Bledsoe and dive into the William Sherman tape. See what we got.
Here we go. We just posted the Sherman the Bledsoe one. Now the Sherman one's coming out. Here we are. Right here we are. This is what's happening. And Kieran, late off stuff from Shi Smith. You never know.
Marquez Stevenson just went off the board. I love that guy. He's another sprinter. Just throwing the ball deep.
Right.
Yeah, it's surprising that they haven't gone with at least one receiver. I think something that Alex Barth brought up to us a couple weeks or just about a week back on Tuesday. Right. That do they really have any spots for a rookie pass catcher? I don't think they do. So, even though the past three wide receiver drafts have been all time in terms of talent, they've made one move, and it was for N'Keal Harry. So maybe they're just out on drafting wide receivers. I can't say I would blame them after the reputation.
Happened. Yeah.
So we'll see. Yeah. Shi Smith, Sage Surratt, Cade Johnson, all on the board.
Right. So you never know. But we'll be back at 242, if not before. Even if they trade it, we'll still come back, talk about the trade, and kind of finish up the weekend. So, anyways, thanks for sticking around, guys, and we will talk to you soon.
See ya.
Oh, no, Shi Smith just went to Carolina. There we go, off the board.
I don't think they're taking a wide receiver. I'll say
either no wide receiver or I'm still holding out hope for Cade Johnson. Still holding out hope. So for the Jackrabbit. So all right, guys, thanks a lot.